Hey guys, it's Jason here again. Today we're checking out the new WAZA Tube Amp Expander Core. My good mate Ed, who works for Roland/Boss here in Australia, reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to check it out. I have, as you can see in the background here, I have the big brother of this unit, the original TAE, and when chatting to Ed, I said, yeah man, I would love to check it out, because I thought I'd just put together a video on how someone like myself uses one of these units. And the big brother of this, the TAE, has become a really essential part of my kind of day-to-day workflow when I am testing amplifiers. Okay, so why would someone like me use one of these? Well, I want to stress test the power section of a tube amp without stress testing my relationship at home. My workshop and this room that I'm filming this in, this is in my house, right? So I'm obviously sharing this home with my wife and my kids, and I need to be conscious of sound levels. I'm sure we all do, right, when we play at home. And so with an amp like this, is my EvolveDIY that we're using this to test today. When I'm in product development and I'm working on a circuit, you know, you focus a lot around the performance of the preamp and the tones you're getting from that. But in these circuit designs, the power amp performance is critical as well. So I want to be able to crank the power amp, you know, and occasionally, of course, I'll just let it rip and just go, right? And just hear the whole thing in all its glory. These kind of devices are also super useful for someone like me when I'm working on non-master volume amps. So in the room here, just over here, I have my 1969 50 watt Plexi. It's a 1987T. So it's a tremolo model, but the tremolo circuit's been taken out of that thing, right? So it's just a no holds barred 50 watt non-master volume Plexi. And when you crack the volume on those things, they are so freaking loud, right? So I love to play those old amps, but you know, something that can attenuate that and then reamp it is critical, right? Which is where, again, I use my TAE. So for today, you know, and based on the conversation I had with Ed, I really just wanted to, you know, put this thing through its paces and do a real quick kind of A/B test of how this thing sounds. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to use a device like this, I need it to sound like the unattenuated amp. Even if I volume match it, right? I want them to sound the same. So what I'm doing for today's test is I've got one of my 4x12s here, and I've got a 57 just straight on a V30, which is in the bottom of the cabinet here. We're running into my EvolveDIY, and I'm just going to play a bit what I've actually just in the intro there, and what I've got it set up right now is I'm going through the TAE. So I'm going to crank the volume on this and get it up to the same volume level as the amp unattenuated, which I've already tested out, right? So let's kind of just do a quick test. This is a 2009 USA Charvel, my newest edition. So I have to use it in today's video. Picked this up from Brett Kingman. Hey Brett, love this guitar, man. Thanks for sorting me out. And I have replaced the JB that's in it. So this is a bare knuckle VH2 that's in the bridge position. So let's have a listen to this thing. I'll dial it in. All right, we're back with the EvolveDIY. This is now direct. I've got the guitar straight into the front of the amp. The amp's coming straight into the cab. It's pretty loud in here. If I just crank the volume on the guitar here, you're going to get an idea of how quickly the thing feeds back. It's not definitely loud, but it's pretty loud. So a bit of volume there, right? And this is pretty much the same volume as I had the WAZA turned up to. So I'll just play a bit and we can do a bit of a comparison, right, to what this thing sounds like. Because at the end of the day, as I said, we really want this to just be transparent. All right, super useful device, right? As I said, great for non-master volume amps, but also for me as an amp designer during R&D phases, also a fantastic tool for cranking the power section of an amp and stressing it without, you know, pushing the walls out in my studio here. I will say this EvolveDIY, we got the Melbourne Guitar Show for all the Aussies, right? The Melbourne Guitar Show is on this weekend. 1st and 2nd of March 2025. This EvolveDIY here, it's my actual own amp, will be at the show on display at the Roland Boss stand, paired up to one of the WAZA tuba amp expanders. So for all the Aussies that are heading along to the guitar show this weekend, hope to see you there. I will be there on the Saturday and the Sunday hanging around. Do check out this product, the WAZA, and have a play through the EvolveDIY while you're there, right? And hope to see you in the weekend. Cheers, guys.